Hi you guys, today's video is just going to be a get ready with me. Right now I'm just putting on my primer. Next time I do one of these, I want to do it without showing the products. But to be honest, it was going to take a lot to edit that out. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone's alright. I filmed this when I was running late, so it took less than 15 minutes to get ready. As far as makeup goes, I already had my outfit picked. It was just a gray t-shirt and jeans, so pretty basic. But I am just building up the product in the middle of my face and spreading it to the outer part where I don't need as much product. If you can hear a purring, that's my cat. She's cuddling with me while I do this voiceover. Be sure to always blend down the neck. And I had just woken up before filming this video, so I'm not the cheeriest looking right now. I look kind of just tired. I hadn't had my coffee yet. But the brushes I'm using are mostly Zoeva, and I have one Target one. And then I've got one Jane Iredale one. I believe I use that one for my brows. But I really like all the brushes I've got right now. So they're super easy to clean too. I was just deciding what product to use next. This is the ColourPop blush stick. I don't like the packaging. The product name rubs off, or not the name, but the actual lettering rubs off. And then the name of the product is actually attached to the lid. I wish it would have just been blank, because it's kind of annoying to have the packaging half rubbed off. But I really like this blush stick. It's lasting forever. These are the RMS Beauty contour bronzer and living luminizer that I have. I absolutely adore these products. You're actually supposed to use them with your finger. I go in with a brush, which seems to work the product just fine. I like the way it blends and stuff. I'm just applying the contour product and making sure that I keep it right underneath my cheekbone, just to the middle of my cheek, right underneath my pupil for the eye when you look at it. I also wanted to film this as part of a tutorial, so I just didn't feel like talking when I was doing it. And make sure you do it on your forehead as well. So I did put the bronzer on my forehead. I had to sneeze, but I edited that part of the video out. Now I'm just going in with the RMS Living Luminizer with that same brush, just on the high points of my face, but mainly just my cheekbone and a little bit up of my eyebrow. I do go in with my fingers with these products. I didn't show that till later in the video, but I've been basically using these as eyeshadow as well. So I've been putting the RMS Living Luminizer on my brow bone, and then the contour bronzer on my lid and crease. They do crease throughout the day, but I don't mind that like kind of lived-in look. It's pretty alright with these shades. If it was a different color, I'd probably be a little bit more picky, but I do like this product a lot. I'm glad I got these. But yeah, it's best to warm up the product with your fingers and do it, but I really like the brush as well. It just makes the product a little bit more pigmented. But I've done this look a few times. It's just my go-to, like, hey, when I need to run out the door. But yeah. Oh, and on my nails is a KB shimmer. Manila to You, I think is the shade, but I'm not certain. I'll link it or at least comment it in the description box. I've been doing my nails a lot because of this quarantine, I'm not gonna lie. Which is fine. This is the Morphe Translucent powder that I'm using. I do enjoy this powder. There's a lot of product in it. But loose powders get everywhere. It's kind of a pain. But that's just the nature of it. I would like to, oh, I forgot concealer. That's what that face was. I was like, oh. And this is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I'll put the shade names and everything down below because you can't really see it on the packaging. But next time I'll do this without showing the products. And I don't like this concealer on my blemishes. Not that I get a lot of blemishes, but right now my skin's freaking out. I mainly like it underneath my eyes. I just pat it in. It's very brightening without looking like too much. And it covers my dark circles pretty good. So now I'm just going to go back in with the powder. I don't know what is going on with my hair. But that's fine. But I mainly focus the powder on the center of my face and then blend the rest out, whatever's left on my brush. And I mainly use tapping motions just to make sure the product underneath is set. Not that I need to set these products a bunch. I kind of like the shiny effect that it has. I really like the glowy skin look going on, but I like my nose and chin, like the T-zone, being matte. That's why I'm focusing the product on my center of my forehead and then going out. I need to dye my eyebrows. That's something that I need to do. Sorry, my cat was messing with my phone cord and I was needing to get it away from her. I'm really liking my short hair right now. I got it cut right before quarantine happened, so... Oh, this is the Becca highlighter. It's Vanilla Quartz. It's the one from Sephora. They didn't have the mini size when I bought this. Otherwise, I would have just bought the mini. But it's a like light champagne to like gold flash. It's really pretty. Or light gold. And I'm using a big fluffy brush from Sonia Kashuk at Target. But I'm just putting my highlighter on with that, and I was really wanting a fluffy brush, and it looks really nice. I like the way it blends the product out. I didn't do a lot of the highlighter, but I did just enough to change it, or just enough to like add a little bit of more of the gold. But I really like this highlight on my brow bone and inner corners a lot. It really brightens the face very well. You could tell I'm a fan of using my fingers. My fingers were washed and everything before doing this, just to make sure I didn't have bacteria or anything on them. And that was the Bare Minerals bronzer that I showed. I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush and put it on my cheekbones and a little bit on my forehead. I don't do a lot on my forehead, but I do like it on my cheekbones a lot. It adds just a little bit more to the contoured effect and still gives me color. I forgot to go in with blush in this video. I kind of just used the bronzer as it because I was running a little bit late. So I also go with this bronzer on an eyeshadow brush, and I put a little bit in my crease to help set it, but also give a little bit more defined look to my eye. It's so soft. I love this brush. It's very soft. Yes, I'm going in with the eyeshadow, or not eyeshadow, but the bronzer as eyeshadow. I like to do this trick a lot. I just realized that I had like little plastic wrapping on this mirror, and I'm trying to get it off because it's always a little bit blurry, and now it's all clear and clean, and I enjoy that a lot. So I'm just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions on my crease, and then I'll bring whatever's left on the product or on the brush underneath my eye to just define that part a little bit more. But it's a pretty basic, just brown look. I tend to like those. Every once in a while I'll do gold, but let's face it, I like my neutral colors a lot. But yeah, I was just going underneath my lash line with that. Oh, I forgot to do my inner corner. That's what that was. So, inner corner, a little bit of the Hot Becca highlight on my pinky. And there we go. I am going to have more. I think I'm about to move on to brows. Yeah, looks like brows. And that's just clear brow soap. I think I got it on Amazon, but I just typed in brow soap and bought whatever one I liked. I like it so far, but I've noticed I've been breaking out a little bit on my brows. So I might need to not use that anymore. I don't know. It's just every once in a while I break out with it, but not too often. It might just be stress, but I'm not sure. But I like brushing my brows up. I am going to be dyeing them soon. I like dyeing them so I don't have to use a colored product like the Essence. It's not Make Me Brow. Yeah, it's Make Me Brow. I'm just putting on Essence mascara right now, the waterproof version. I think it's the False Less Effect. It's the one with the blue and black tube. But yeah, I really like this mascara. If I like splurging, I like getting the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara or the Buxom Lash Mascara. I like both of those, but I figured I'd better go with the cheaper alternative with everything going on. And I forgot to do setting spray before my mascara. I usually enjoy doing setting spray before, just to make sure that mascara doesn't run or anything. And this is the Milani setting spray. They actually make this in the extra large now, which I'm waiting to come in because I'm running low on this one. But I really like that they did the extra large one because I like this setting spray. So there's that. And then I forgot to do lips. And you see me to pick between Bare Minerals Geranium, which is a deeper red, but still like maybe more mid-toned. I end up going with a brighter one just because I think when you do a brighter lip, it makes you look like you have your life put together, I guess. But I do like both these shades. I like this formula. For the 2 shades that I have, at least I don't have any more. I like the shade, but I just wasn't feeling it that day. So, brighter lip. Super easy formula. Stays on pretty good too. For a bullet lipstick at least. But I don't like liquid lipsticks as much, so I'm fine with reapplying it. It reapplies after a few hours. After like 4. Alright, but that is it, and I will see you guys later. Bye, you guys.